Did you break into my house again?
Possibly.
Okay. Hey, I'm back. Another installment of Rob Reviews. It's only been 9 months. I pump these out so fast, don't I? Today I'm joined by my good friends Alex and Dylan for a review of Disney's Maleficent. Now, if I may rip off Dire Central a bit, tell us briefly, what were your thoughts going in?
I had no thoughts because I basically only seen like part of the trailer that come out, and I hadn't seen Sleeping Beauty. I know.
Shun him?
Yeah, I haven't seen Sleeping Beauty, so I didn't really know what to expect. The most I've seen from Maleficent has been Kingdom Hearts, so that's basically all I had, and it could have got anything from me.
I also had no real opinion. I was sort of looking forward to it, but that's
Had you seen Sleeping Beauty?
when I was a kid. But I remember almost none of it.
Oh yeah, I hoped Angelina Jolie would be hot, and she was. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so. Wow, this movie. You know, from the beginning of. Okay, let me just make this clear.
Whoa. Yeah, what about your things before it?
That's what I'm going into.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, Meister.
Well. Okay, so let me make this clear. I understand. There are sure to be people who were genuinely looking forward to this movie, and there will be people who will genuinely enjoy this movie. Well, that's a different part, just genuinely looking forward to this movie, and fine. All power to you. I am not saying you're wrong. That's just not the opinion I had.
That's why they're opinions.
Exactly. We've learned something today. So, this movie. So from the beginning, I was never really that interested, and, well, trailers start coming out and things, and I'm like, what? Are you real? Are you is this a joke? Is this a joke?
A real life?
Yeah. Is this just fantasy? So, Oz the Great and Powerful. I mean,
Oh boy.
yeah, I didn't really think it was that bad. But nevertheless, I didn't think it was very good either. But you know what? I saw more merit in that premise. I mean, even with some of the not so great impressions the trailers and advertising were giving, the premise was still decent. This one, from Maleficent, I didn't really see a need to. I didn't like this premise, oh, we're going to dive into Maleficent's backstory. No, this whole mistress of evil, and her being evil, that's fine, we don't need that. No, let's go into this, let's develop this and make her good. We'll make her good, and King Stefan is gonna be evil. He's just, this guy who's just, the king, no, evil, and things.
If I may interject for a bit, the part where he said he found more merit in the premise of Oz the Great and Powerful.
I remember you had too.
Yes. If I may, reiterate for the idiots out there who are probably watching this.
Idiots.
Like us.
Rude.
Anyway, basically, the problem with this movie at its very core, it's that it's already telling a story that's been told. It's just Sleeping Beauty, but it's Sleeping Beauty. But however, okay, go. You may. But
no, go on.
Okay. But with Oz the Great and Powerful, it's something we really hadn't seen before. It's set in the universe of Wizard of Oz, but at least it's a different story because it's not Dorothy, but it's actually the wizard, and he's going through all that. Now that movie sucked, but it's just the premise that was better. So, yeah. Now you may.
Okay, so I just saw this as just a big joke, and everything with the trailers, like I said, the premise or these huge monster battles, like I told you this before, but it reminds me of something he said in the Dire Central review of Oz the Great and Powerful. You know what the Wizard of Oz needed? A friggin' fight scene! What? Okay, I'll say this now. So imagine this: if instead of this movie, what happens is after all this, you go in. Previews are over. The Disney logo, and then never gonna give you up starts. and then there's some text that's Yes, that's it. Show your ticket at the box office to redeem your refund.
Oh, crap, I lost it. No!
I lost it.
Wow, I never thought of that. Oh my god, there's a flaw in that. I didn't think of that. Okay. So should we? That might kind of sum it up, I guess.
That's just the beginning part.
So,
That's just how we thought of it coming in. So, do you think we should discuss the more stuff in detail with?
okay. So maybe just kind of a sort of general thing. Well, okay. So let's do this. So we'll try and do this kind of generally, like explain our general thoughts, and then we can dive into more spoiler-ish territory.
So no spoilers yet. Say keep your mouse away from the player just yet. But generally, I didn't think this movie was very good. Well, like with acting, there's like, I'm not saying Angelina Jolie is a bad actress.
She was inconsistent.
Yeah, she was very inconsistent with this. Like, I'm all for over-the-top performances, and I'm all for just straight performances. There's merit to both things. But however, you gotta commit one way or the other. You can't just like fluctuate in between, and that's what Angelina sadly did. Like, one minute she's going, like being enjoyably evil.
Like she shouts her first line.
Yeah, she shouts, "No, father!" But then she's going like oh no, I'm just have so much angst, and then it's just like, go one way or the other, please. You could be enjoyably evil, or you can go through this whole existential thing, but just keep it consistent, please. That was one of the main flaws that I found with the movie, and I can't really say what else I didn't like without going into the spoilers. So Dylan,
honestly, we probably should have like almost the exact same opinion on this.
Yeah.
I did not like this movie. I thought it was like decent at best through most of the movie, and then the ending kind of, which we'll get into, kind of brought it down.
it's like it's just like
Yeah. So basically, okay. If I may go into my thing.
go ahead.
Okay. So admittedly, throughout maybe the first half-ish or so, until stuff we'll get into, I have to admit, even though I didn't think it was that good, I saw the potential that we had. Did I think they were doing well with it? No, not really, but you know what? The potential was there. And there were a few, but basically, okay, that's thing. The acting was, okay, I guess, effects, okay, although, I have to say, some of these CGI creatures are terrifying.
They are very well designed. I'll give them
Yeah,
that.
well designed, but
Like the Ents. Like, you know what Ents are, right?
what?
Ents? J.R.R. Tolkien?
Oh,
Tree
those are-
people.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
They're like-
Those guys were very well designed.
Yeah, and they were probably among the not so scary creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those like little elf goblin things, or the three fairies when they're fairies. Terrifying.
Yeah, that's the CGI mixed with live action and...
No.
No.
Freaky.
Just no.
Yeah, if Dobby the house elf scares you, good luck. So, where was I? But so a big thing with this, and I just thought, okay, so basically, I'm gonna say this movie is beautiful, and not necessarily in a good way. And a lot of that is what we're gonna have to get into in spoiler territory. But basically, saying, okay, hopefully I'm not giving away too much. But basically, so in terms of following the Sleeping Beauty movie story, here's what happened. So, okay, we're changing some things. Fuck it! Yeah.
Window. Story.
Yes. And the results are, well, they were cringing.
Well, we were cringing. He was trying to restrain his laughter.
Yeah, I was like silently laughing, like.
Because there's like a full theater. Because if he laughed
That's
out
what I
loud,
was
we
like.
would have all gotten kicked out and not see the rest of the movie. You should have laughed out loud!
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying nothing after the credits.
Yeah, so don't waste your time unless you want to sit in an air-conditioned room for a bit. But if you expect to see anything, don't.
Oh, wait. So should we... You know what? Never mind. Should we go into spoilers now?
Okay, spoilers!
Okay, spoiler alert. So, yeah.
If you not want to hear spoilers, end the review now.
Yes,
Spoilers.
You've heard our general opinions, so, yes. Okay, so... Shall we mention the M. Night Shyamalan comment before the movie?
Dylan, you said it first, so go ahead.
Okay, so what was it?
Okay, so we heard about the ending to this.
Kind of. Or that there was something.
I don't know.
So I jokingly made a comment that secretly this is directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
The father of twins.
Oh,
And
wait.
then after the movie, it's like, seriously, what? Did he secretly have a hand in this?
What did he do? If I may mention something about the creative team, the screenwriter, Linda Wolverton. That's something especially interesting considering how she also wrote Beauty and the Beast and Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. We know how Alice in Wonderland turned out, and Beauty and the Beast, even though a lot of people agree it's a good movie, I like the movie too, but nevertheless, you can nitpick that thing so much.
Yeah.
There are so many potential issues that pop up.
You can nitpick its eyes up.
Yeah. If I may mention this now, I should have mentioned this in general, but an issue I kind of have is the narration. Like,
Oh my god. Yes.
yeah, they overuse the narration. Like, they'll just say, this happened, or this happened, like, and this affects, like, characters. Like, okay, I'm getting in spoilers, so when they mention, like, the boy who becomes our villain, is like,
Yeah.
they're just suddenly like, his ambition got the better of him. Okay, so that's a thing.
So,
Like,
Right.
like,
I think we all know what's wrong with that kind of narration. But again, to reiterate, there's a basic rule in movies, and it's something you learn very on if you learn to study movies. There's a rule called show, don't tell. Now, movies are a visual medium, which means that you can see it. So, if you, it's not limited to just talking. I mean, you can make a whole movie out of like nothing but like gestures and all that, and you can still get it. But and what makes movies so great is that you don't have to be told things. I mean, and we're not told things like as like people. We like get a people things are shown to us. Like people will say, "Oh, I'm okay." You know they're not. But if we get a big booming voice from the sky saying, "She tried to hide her feelings, but inside we know there was a tempest inside of her of emotions," you know that's kind of where the bad part begins. And there is a lot of narration in this movie.
Imagine a vast percent of the narration being like that.
Yes, like
Yeah.
that.
like, so they did this, or this happened with things. They felt this way. Pardon our technical difficulties, but the narrator of Maleficent didn't like what we were saying.
Okay, so to wrap up what I was saying, basically, it's kind of insulting to our intelligence that people can't get information out of just body language and all that instead of actually having to tell us that. So that's basically it. On you guys, whatever you were talking about.
I'm just gonna check something really quick.
More typical.
Okay, I did press record.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Such failure.
Apparently the universe is against us on this review.
the universe is against my channel. God.
Okay,
Inconvenience.
more problems with Maleficent.
Okay, so like I said, I was fine throughout most of the movie with how they were trying to give Maleficent more humanity and more of a heart instead of just being full-blown evil. Just wants to see the world burn. I was fine with that. But the way they did it was,
You know, if I may interject, what if just the first third, like the stuff before Aurora's born, what if that was the entire movie?
There's certainly potential in that.
Yeah, that was probably the section that worked out kind of best-ish.
Yeah, I'd
That
agree.
is
That's like
nice.
the best part of the movie.
Yeah, before they just, throw everything out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the part that kind of got thrown out the window, when they talk about true love's kiss.
It's not even basically... Okay, if you haven't seen Frozen, and... Well, you may want to...
Spoilers!
Yeah. But yeah, it hasn't even been a year yet, and they're already parodying Frozen!
It's the exact same ending.
I saw it coming the first time I saw Frozen, but that time, that was kind of like a first time. Nevertheless, yeah, they're doing that. And then, what this movie had going for it, like my opinions before and so. Okay, let's explain, shall we?
Like,
Go ahead.
Alex said that when they threw in Prince Charming, or
Philip,
Prince Philip.
who just shows up out of nowhere.
he was like, "Oh no,"
Yeah.
and I was like,
I saw it coming from there.
I was like, okay, they're throwing him in, and then the true love's kiss doesn't work for him, and then Angelina Jolie comes in and kisses her on the forehead.
And this whole time I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna kiss her on the forehead and that works.
I'm tensing up, hoping that's
is
not
that
the
what's
case.
gonna happen? Is that what's gonna happen?
Pretty.
It happens! I'm gonna
pretty
be
much-
rewatching that.
Pretty much that whole scene, I was like,
I was tensing up, hoping that was not going to
Yeah,
be the case.
I went
and then-
straighten up in my seat.
And then when it happened, I was like,
Both of you are like face palming, and I'm silently cracking up.
and after that, the movie just lost me.
Yeah, they just throw everything out the window, like stuff that. Oh yeah, well, the crow is the dragon, but that was in the trailers.
yeah.
Hey,
Fucking trailers.
time to incorporate the secret M. Night Shyamalan magic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then let's see.
And then after that, it's
And then
like,
they just kill the king, and Aurora goes to live in Maleficent's fairy kingdom as the queen, while Maleficent and the crow guy just fly, and the prince just randomly shows up.
I'm here too!
That was probably the best part about it.
I even whispered to you, like, where the fuck did he come from?
That was,
Happy.
that was so...
No one dies except for all the people who love
Well,
you.
except the villain. Yeah, this villain guy, who's like insane. Or wait, what was that like?
Both the kings were completely retarded.
But what is that like when they're like, sir, not now, I'm busy being insane and talking to the wings. But your wife she's not doing well. Leave me alone. Okay, and that is never mentioned again.
Ever.
Like whatever happens to the
Except to
queen.
show us that the wings are still held in a display case.
Here.
No, I mean like. Oh yeah,
That
and
is
they're
a
still
char-
alive.
Okay, yeah.
They don't really show, and like they fly back to Maleficent and reattack.
I'm so confused about that.
Okay, but, like, here's where that is. That is something called a character hook. This is the character hook. Here's what the movie did with it. So, I'm sorry. Here, have some popcorn.
I need to eat away my sorrows.
Okay, so what is it? Oh yeah, the three fairies whose names are 100% different.
Yes, instead of, like, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, they're...
Like
I
something
don't remember the
Wiggly
names.
Knockwood things. Yeah, they're terrifying when they're fairies, and when they're humans,
Wanda,
they're kind of.
Cosmo, all that.
Yeah, when they're humans, their interactions are kind of fun, but oh my god, they are idiots.
They are terrible.
And they are easily.
I love how Maleficent, the evil witch, is a better parent than three fairies.
Yeah.
The villain is doing a better job.
Yeah, and the
than
fairies are
you.
just easily forgiven. Like, there's so much is glossed over with these characters. You could have gone into them more, like how they end up just going to help the king, but no, they just
They just
wanted
show
to
up.
try and make peace. No, and then at the end they're just, we're here, we're back.
I'm surprised Aurora made it past her first day. Because they're trying to take care of Aurora while the king's away because of the magic's
Yeah.
whatever.
And if I may
And
mention,
she wouldn't have if the crow didn't
Yeah.
come in.
yeah. Oh, if I mentioned, they actually address a plot hole that's kind of always bugged me about Sleeping Beauty. Like, okay, so she's gonna be. The curse is when she turns 16. We'll keep her here until she's 16 and bring her back. Why not wait until the day after she's 16? And
Yeah.
like the king tells them, the narration is like, he told them they took her away for 16 years and a day. And then later they're arguing like, it's supposed to be on her birthday. No, the day after. On her birthday. The day after.
And then hijinks ensue.
And
But the fairies were idiots!
Common sense! You should go with the day after, but anyhow.
I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, good thing they never truly got rid of the spinning wheels.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so the fairies are just
oh, yeah, the fairy...
By the way, with that, I was thinking that when she got there, she would like... I thought with like Sleeping Beauty, she would accidentally poke her finger, and not just like...
No, that's the curse.
Well,
I guess, in a way, it made a little more sense than in Sleeping Beauty, maybe because, like, oh, fate! Instead of just, we could have avoided this, and, no, I'm here, I'm gonna put you in this trance. No, this seems to show more like, there was no control over this. So, also that scene where Maleficent tries to revoke the curse, how did the fairies not hear her?
yeah! I revoke my curse!
With the lightning,
And then they're just like...
everything. Well, that's implied, but...
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, also just...
They're terrible parents!
And the heaviest sleepers ever.
Yeah, also between Maleficent and Aurora, the whole development with them, it didn't really make any sense. Like, it was just, okay, I'm gonna be a good parent. Maybe it's just because I didn't want you to cry anymore and annoy me. Like, no, I'm going to be a good parent, even though I want to kill you to avenge, the mistakes that your father made.
I thought she was keeping her alive just to torture the king more.
Yeah,
However, he would know that.
to make the curse.
Well, if the three idiots would keep feeding her spiders...
Oh yeah, that line!
Yeah.
Oh god, that line was...
then she would die out of like
that
random.
line.
And then she can't be asleep forever because that's somehow worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so, yeah, the development is weird.
What else is there?
What else is there?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I mentioned that the two
Go.
kings are retards.
Yeah, the two kings are retards, but you have mentioned that. But again, like what they were trying to do is like I assume they were like kind of inspired by Wicked and all that, and trying to show that no one is truly evil and all that. And then they kind of fucked up because and showing that the villain of the original thing is Sleeping Beauty, that she wasn't all evil after all. They in turn made the humans the evil ones, which kind of fucks up your whole thing of showing that no one is evil.
Yeah, whereas like in Sleeping Beauty, King Stefan is just like, the king, this guy. That's all he is, just this guy. No, in this, insane. He's insane. He's an insane bastard.
I'm surprised Grandma Wormtongue wasn't right by his side. Oh, that's two King Lord of the Rings references. I'm on fire.
Yeah.
I love how he seems completely surprised that Maleficent is trying to screw him.
Oh yeah. Wait. Let's start from the beginning on that because that's a really bad one, Rob.
No, what I was going to say is something interesting is how an interesting choice they made.
Yeah.
Maleficent says she can live. It's Maleficent who provides the loophole, not one of the good fairies to revise it. That was an interesting choice.
Oh, it was. But like, that going from another violation of common sense is that apparently the great narrator in the sky is telling us that elves of mystical people and humans can't get along because humans are evil and all that, and fairies are pure, and
the fairies are pure, like these three idiots.
Yeah, like those three idiots. Like that, and they can't interact with each other, or else it's going to end up horribly and all that. And we see the beginning of the retard king number 2. Giving some going through the whole romance interest from Maleficent, and they get together and it ends horribly, just like we thought. Oh no!
Because the narrator said so.
Because the narrator said so. Yeah, and
because men have a lust for power and greed.
Yeah, because humans want the treasure in the
men
fairyland.
do. Like the narrator specifically says, he didn't understand about how power and greed when it came to men.
I'm pretty sure they meant humans, like all that, but
Yeah,
it could be
nevertheless, you could take that the
like,
one way.
oh, they want the treasure in the fairyland because
Reasons.
reasons, and humans are evil.
And also
So that, yeah,
Like-
so like, the first king is like, oh, we need that treasure, so let's kill her, and then it ends horribly. Oh no.
Where's this like? So okay, kill her and you'll be my successor. I brought you the wings. Okay, you're my successor.
But-
Well, what? And I'm like, okay, what about when Maleficent comes back?
Well, since the second one, the one that's not king yet, had a relationship with Maleficent, that like it's like supposed to be this grand arc because
Like,
she's about to die and she's gonna be hunted for the rest of her life, no matter what, if she's still alive. So so the second king would make it seem like she's dead.
yeah.
However,
he almost killed her. But go on.
well, yeah. Like, it's like this whole friendship, but he never tells her this. Like, she tells her that people are hunting her to become the new king, but it's not like, oh, I'm gonna protect you to make it look like you're gonna die, but in actuality you're not. So I'm gonna need your wings. No, she just, like,
He just
slips her a roofie and makes her sleep and then cuts off
But
the
he tries to
wings.
kill her first, but then he doesn't go through with it. Decides to just go with the whole wings thing.
So yeah, people are evil. There's no reason to protect them at all. And he doesn't think that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently
you go.
wings, like, so what exactly do the wings do for her? Allow her to just fly? Like, when she does get them back, that seems to be the only new advantage she has. Just fly. In fact, whatever magical powers that she randomly has, those seem to come in after she loses the wings, didn't they?
Yes. So
They just happen.
all she could do is fly now, and in the big climactic battle, that guy still. Oh yeah, iron is bad for fairies for some reason.
Okay.
So it's like he has this giant flail that can reach out and hit her, and like he doesn't like think of this right away. She's like, oh no, flying, oh wait, and then no one can hit her for shit. Like they have
I'm holding her in place. Shoot her.
Apparently they went to the Stormtrooper Academy for training. So that happens.
There she is.
So.
We're going all over the place with this.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's bad about this movie that we can think of?
I thought I had something.
Okay, well, so
They,
yeah,
they,
the
didn't,
fairies.
they didn't do much with developing Prince Philip.
Yeah,
He's still the same as Prince and Rose and Beauty. No character.
yep, it probably has the same amount of lines as well. But at least that guy was badass from what I've seen. Like he was like fighting all this dragon and all these things, and
He did nothing.
Yeah, he did nothing. Good job with the character.
There were a couple laughs in the movie, and I mean intentional ones.
I'm not sure how many of them were actually intentional.
I mean, like the bear was just looking at Baby Aurora. I hate you.
I'm pretty sure that was funny.
That got a laugh about it.
I don't know, but in my opinion, I think the comedy they were going for just kind of fell flat for me.
Well,
Like the jokes that they thought were going to be funny weren't funny for me, and the ones that probably weren't were for me. So, I got B totally backwards with that.
so do we have anything else? We did not see it in 3D, so we cannot comment on that, but
There's 3D for it?
yeah, it's in like 3D and IMAX 3D.
I can't see where.
Well, in that
but-
slow motion part.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Random
seem like that good
slow-mo.
for 3D.
Oh, a problem with the very end with the crowning with the queen. It's like there's this prophecy that the two kingdoms
Oh,
will
yeah.
merge because of a great villain or a great hero or whatever. And
It was
more prophecy
it was both, but that's not the problem with this. The problem is that Aurora is crowned to be the new ruler of both the realms, and is crowned by Maleficent.
Like we said, out the window.
Yes, but here's the problem. Do you think that people will actually follow someone who has been crowned by the person that they have been trying to kill and has killed so many other people?
And now that I think of it, hasn't
And
fully
the
cleared
king.
her name.
No, they didn't. Like, for all they know, that she, sure, it was in self-defense, but she did kill, it certainly looks like it, so many of the freaking army men that were trying to attack her the first time.
And the king.
And the king. You know, people that, look up to for guidance and rulership. No, she killed the king. And then crowned a new queen and said, here, she's the ruler now. Do it. Don't you think there'd be a little bit of a problem with that?
And also this new ruler is, she just turned 16.
Yeah, she just turned 16. I don't think she's gonna rule anything.
Yeah, and she's lived in the cottage with 3 idiot fairies all her life, and just some new forays that she gets with Maleficent.
I don't think she can rule a bowl of soup. So, I don't think she'd be a very good queen at all. Like, for too many reasons. And just because Disney wanted a happy ending, they kind of forced all of that. And in my opinion, I wanted like something more out of this. Like I told you, I didn't really expect much. And again, stop me if I'm talking too much. Okay, so I didn't really expect much, but I at least thought it was gonna follow the formula because I'm pretty much know that Maleficent dies, and she doesn't, and there's no epic fight or anything. So I don't know. I just wanted to follow the original.
If this was a parody, then it probably would have fared a lot better. Like say, Twisted by Team Starcade. Even though that doesn't, but that's actually more faithful to, because like it's supposed to be like Aladdin, and it's way more faithful to Aladdin. Like Jafar still becomes a genie and such and things, but yeah, that's more faithful. And it's a parody. That's part of why it works well. And this is supposed to be like serious or whatever.
I wouldn't find if they made it to where Maleficent was a victim of circumstance.
Yes.
But with this, they kind of throw the ending of Sleeping Beauty out the window.
So much.
So much.
Yeah.
I think it would have had more impact if it followed the story of Sleeping Beauty a little bit more faithfully. Like make her like this great tragic character.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of potential in that.
Yeah, there was. Like, if they had done some more developing, especially with some of the stuff before Aurora is born, if they had done some more development with her, then this probably would have been better, I think.
Yeah, and like with the second king, they could have done a little bit more development. Like instead of like making him crazy and paranoid, like there's a whole misunderstanding and all that,
and hopefully not making every single human being in this movie
evil,
completely retarded
and stupid, chaotic evil. And like with Prince Philip, he could have been developed a lot more.
He was kind of just shoehorned in there.
He was shoehorned.
Oh man, something I thought so. The reason that Maleficent decides to cast the curse, I did feel was relatively legit.
Yes.
Much more legit than than Mila Kunis in Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yes.
But good days. Anyway, so yeah,
it had potential, but it didn't follow through.
No. So is that kind of some general consensus then?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and personally, I think that the way that just when they just decide to go ahead and fuck it all, then it's just beautiful and not in a good way, like I may have mentioned. In my opinion, it
In
is.
his opinion. So.
Yeah. So is that it?
Yeah. I think.
Dylan? Anything?
I don't want to drag this out any longer.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for watching. I should hopefully have a new mist soon. Like, very, very soon. I'm about to edit it. And I'll get to that, like, over the course of this week, I should. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. Come on, let's go eat some spiders.
Yay!
Yeah.